Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan.
Come on, with your boy Marcelo, America's #1 hype man, bringing you the passion, the desire, and the love. Come on, you. I almost missed that
Everything,
one.
everything you would want. We are bringing you the preview to today's marvellous 4-1 win over Palace. And
Yeah.
look, you know, some people told me Jose couldn't play the Tottenham way. I don't know where they heard that, but Marcelo, how are you keeping? Let's get into it. What do you make of today's game?
Ah, man, I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? I feel good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I know that I should. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I
So
feel
good.
good. So
So
good.
good.
So good. Yeah, of course, man. I'm feeling good. You know, like it's easy day. Order. I don't know. I probably butchered that accent, but
Order. We are restoring some order in London. Come on.
Yep, exactly. We restored order in London. Now, time to slap up the scum, show them who's the real leaders of North London. But it was a massive win today. 2 points off top four. Some people said it was dead. Some people said it was dusted. I don't know. I still think we have a chance. I don't know about you, David. I still think we have a decent chance of getting top four and maybe winning a trophy. But
Yeah.
will it be
No,
enough
look.
for some of these people? I don't know. I don't know.
First of all, I do want to say, you can call us the prophets. We did say, I'll sit back. It's going to be an easy win.
Yep.
I did get my score prediction right. I told everybody 4-1. Should have slapped a fiver on it. I also got my Harry Kane score, Harry Kane hair prediction right today. I said he's going to score a brace. That's 2 goals. And I said it looks like he has an absolute thunderbolt in it. He's going to catch one clean today. And he did do that. But before we get more into it, let's welcome a few people to the stream. Let's go through some formalities first. Of course, it's me saying make sure you smash a like on the stream, smash a like on the channel. And I'm back again with what a win today, lads. My score prediction was spot on. Also, don't forget to get them super chats in and help take this channel to the very, very top. We also have Everything Football, I think, is Finn. We have Kua39. We have Shamu Van Schlong. We have John Fitzpatrick. We have Inspector E. We have Celery Agent.
Yeah,
we have Sean O'Neill. Big shout out to Sean O'Neill. He wants his shout out after that win today. What a win, what a team. Big up to the Irish Hotspur. Big up you, Shawnee. We have Mr. Shepherd. We have Kev Williams. Big up Kev Williams. What a performance. Bale, Son, Kane, and the front line is the best front line in world football right now. Congratulations to Son and Kane for becoming Premier League's most successful partnership. Oh, we'll definitely be talking about that. Welcome the regular to the building. Welcome Jordan Stevens, Wayne Winter. Jordan Stevens, Wayne Winter, absolute legends. Along with Kev Williams, they're all fighting it out for to be a general in the Harris Army. But big up everybody, absolute legends. And big up Holly Agambar as well. Welcome Holly Agambar to the stream. What a win. We have Josh Schmidt. We have the vocal one. Yeah, we have everybody. The whole crew is in here tonight. But Marcelo, what do you want to talk about first? Where do you want to take this stream?
Let's talk about Harry Kane, buddy. You know what I mean? 2 goals, 2 assists, one of our own. What a cracking goal that was, man. Absolute rocket. That second goal of his was, or the first goal. His first goal, yeah. His first goal was just a absolute rocket. Rocket. Come on. Let's go.
Marcelo, we have one of your favorites in today.
Hey, you know me, 10-man 007, bro. Whenever you send that super chat, you're always going to get that 007. You're always going to get it. I love that name.
He's just waiting. He's just waiting to pull the trigger. He's just teasing you. He's letting you know he's about, and when you're least expecting it, he's going to pull that trigger, lad. Big up Jordo as well. No, look, Kane, look. For me, I actually said today he was like the silent assassin. Went round his work, no fuss. All of a sudden, he comes off the field with a screamer, a great little tap in which Sean squared it for him, and 2 assists. 2 assists. You know what I mean? It has to be my man of the match today. Everyone else tuning in, let me know your man of the matches as well. We have the first super chatter of the day. We have Kev Williams. He says, buzzing, lads. I'm very proud to be a Spurs fan. Come on, you Spurs. At the minute, you're leading the charge to be the head of the Generals the Harris Army, Kev. But 100%, lad, we are all buzzing. I think everyone shares that sentiment. We are so proud of the boys today. So proud. Look, we have a number of issues to get through. We want to give Jose some praise for stuff we've noticed over the last
Yeah.
few weeks. We want to talk about Kane, Bale. We want to talk about all the front four. We want to talk about why Lucas is crucial in that number 10. We want to big up
Absolutely.
Sanchez and Alderweireld. We want to say a special thank you to Bale and Alderweireld for getting through all the games they have done this week with their aging bodies. I want to big up Hugo Lloris for some of the performances he's put in. You know what I mean? So we have a lot to get through here tonight. We want to talk a bit
Player
about the starting lineup.
ratings. Yeah, also some cons. There's some
Yeah,
still
Harry
some
Winks.
cons.
Yeah. No, look. We'll start with the positive. We'll ease into Harry Winks and then we'll come back out the other side. I think that's the best way to go. No, look, so what we will do, yeah, we'll talk about Harry Kane's performance. So,
Yeah.
look, yeah, for me, I did say he was a silent assassin. He went around, done his work. I want to say on the first goal we scored, his assist for Gareth Bale. So when he got that ball, I want to say, first of all, big up Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll start with Lucas Moura. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we talk about him playing number 10. I want to big up Will Stewart as well if he's watching. So Lucas Moura in that number 10, Marcelo.
Yeah.
When Harry Kane presses, when Dele Alli's there, we've seen the difference against the Fulham because we can compare it to the two games Lucas has played there, which is Burnley and today's Palace game. So Lucas, when Dele Alli played, he wasn't pressing which Kane. We mentioned Fulham could pass it around the back four and ultimately build their attacks. With Palace today, when Kane pressed, Lucas triggered. Lucas set the trap, waited for the pass, went in, and he kept on getting in there, getting the tackle in, and it paid off because he got the ball, broke the ball out, laid it onto Harry Kane. And I want to praise up Harry Kane, Marcelo, because he could have pulled that trigger. He could have been eager to get a goal, but he stayed composed, he stayed calm, he showed all of his football knowledge, he showed selfishness to be able to take it a bit wider, square it for Gareth Bale. And ultimately, it was the right thing to do, and it led to the first goal.
Yep, and I'll say this, Lucas Moura, right? In his last 3 games against, let's see, he played, Fulham, he barely got any game time, right? But I'm looking at the stats here. The last 3 games where he's played more than, let's say 60 minutes, right? He has gotten a goal, 2 goals, and an assist. He got an assist against West Brom. He got a goal against West Ham, and he got a goal against Burnley. And today, you can say, although he didn't get a goal and assist, he was very heavily involved in a lot of the goals, in the build-up for the goals that we had today. I think, he was kind of the main guy to start all of that build-up, with the tackle on the defender to give it to Kane, who gave it to Bale. With the tackle, with the hold-up play to give the ball to Lamela. I think he was incredible today. Very, very, very good today. And I think without him, we do lose a lot of pressing because he does press very well, and we lose a lot of energy and a lot of dribbling as well. There's not many guys in the Spurs team other than maybe Sonny who look at 3 defenders and says, I'm just going to go right past you. Lucas, he is now. Granted, it did kind of cost us a little bit in the halftime today, but you gotta say, man, he is definitely not a coward when it comes to football. He is a brave guy. He will take you on and take defenders on, and we were kind of missing that on the offense. If I'm going to be honest, we actually got. I think Stevie, Lamela, although they're good players, they tend to hold the ball, not take the player on, not match pace to pace, give the ball back, slow the game down. I think with Lucas, he can, he's full on go. Lucas and Bale, they take on guys, and I think we're reaping the benefits. We're really reaping the benefits out of it. You can see Sonny stretching out that left hand side, which is leaving open space for Bale. We see Lucas stretching out that mid section, which is leaving space for Kane. And we're seeing a lot of spaces. It's not a coincidence. Whenever we played these guys together, we're creating chances after chances. We looked incredible today, attacking wise. But read the super chat.
No, 100%. I agree. Big up Emily Dunn with the super chat, by the way. Come on, you Spurs. Great watch along today, and well done, lads. No, thank you so much. Yeah, look, me and Marcelo, we've been on the grind now for the last few hours. So really do appreciate the super chat. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. It really helps. We have another one as well from Sean Mitchell. Big up, Sean. He says, "What's up, lads? Lucas hardly put a foot wrong today." No,
Yeah,
100%. Look, the only thing he did do was give away that ball before half time. Jesus Christ, the super chats are absolutely flowing in here, lads. Big
come
up,
on.
everybody. I absolutely, really do appreciate it. And guys, when the chat is hopping the way it is today, super chats really do take priority. Big up Mourinho Fans TV. You've got to put the comment in there. Put a comment in the chat, and I will get it up. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Spandan Samaran as well. He says Tottenham only 100 goals this season, second to Bayern. Sack defensive Jose. Yeah, oh, look, Marcelo, go on, you can take this on. I know you've been let a small bit out of what's to come, but we were
Listen,
told
I'll
this
give
was
you.
a defensive team
No, no,
scoring
no,
100
no.
goals.
Listen, I'll give you a little bit of a preview of our, Jose out addressing the Jose outers, these agendas. So I'll give you a little bit of preview, but thank you, Spandan Samarian. With Jose's boring attacking football, we have scored 100 goals, and we are second place, or I think behind Bayern. Like I think we're third or second.
Yeah.
So it's just funny how these people. It's interesting how whenever we lose, they seem to go to the same narrative. Even with Everton, it was it's not good enough. He's not coaching the guys. He's not teaching these guys properly how to play football and everything. And they always go about Jose's coaching, but it's funny how when Sanchez is actually turning a corner, how Toby's actually doing well, how Son and Kane are the two best duos, which is something their beloved, amazing manager who can never to put a foot wrong in life. Mauricio Pochettino, who I love, by the way, I do love
Yeah.
Pochettino, but the manager who had never made a mistake, won everything. You know what I mean? Won everything. Beat Real Madrid the Tottenham way.
Yeah.
This guy, who never put a foot wrong at Tottenham. It's crazy how you know how he in 1 year Jose has drastically improved Son and Kane's partnership, which
Yeah.
something Pochettino couldn't do in 5 years. But he gets no credit for that. It's all Son and Kane. It's individual brilliance. But even though other managers couldn't do it, and Jose's the only one that's been able to really get them to work together. No, no, no. That's Son and Kane. It's all the play. Look. Listen today, Spandy and Sumerian. Today, forget Jose Mourinho. It's the players that get credit. When he loses, it's Jose's fault. All right. Let's just keep consistency with that. Right. That's what they want. That's okay. They if you want to ignore the facts, they can ignore the facts. It's like dealing with guys that don't believe in climate change. It's like they forget the numbers. They forget all these other stuff. They don't care about the science. They just all they care is about their stinky agendas and what they have to say. So
Yeah. No,
for
look.
me, look, listen, it's incoming. Trust me, I have
Yeah.
more to say, but that was a little bit of a preview for that.
No, he
But
does. I'll give it to him. He has the stats and everything else. He's prepared. But what I will say, it's a little bit of a bite of what's to come near the end of the show. When we do want to tell you why Josie actually deserves praise recently after all the slack he's been getting. We have another couple of super chats to get through. We have Kev Williams here. Big up you, David and Marcelo. Thanks, lads, again. No, thank you, Kev Williams. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, we've been at it for hours today. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Big yourself up for the super chat. You really don't understand how much it helps the channel grow. We have Matthew Collins here. He says, not only a great result tonight, but add the Spurs 6-1
oh
versus Chelsea.
yeah, the under 18s. They beat the
Oh,
Blues. Come.
yeah. Apparently, the Chelsea players were just resorting to going around injuring Spurs players because they
Yeah,
were getting beat so bad.
yeah,
Apparently that's what went on. But no, fair play. Yeah, look,
we smashed
it's a
them.
great time to be a Spurs fan, really, isn't it?
I,
Let's be honest.
I watched that game, David. Chelsea had it on YouTube. I'll say this: Scarlett again, fantastic. We
Yeah, I've
already
seen
can't
glimpses.
say enough. But that number 7 of ours, I forgot his name. If you guys can put in the comment section down below, the number 7 of our under 18, bro, he's also a baller. I saw that goal that he scored. The guy sent I'm gonna be honest. the guy sent a really whipping ball. It wasn't even like the best pass, but the way he
Yeah,
handled that with the first touch and
yeah,
the way he scored, bro, like that's another kid that you can look at.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
there's a
no,
few boys there.
I think he also got a hat trick if that in that game, if I remember. He's a real prospect guy. Like that number 7. I wish I didn't forget his name, man. No, I don't think it was Mark. It wasn't Mark Kende. I don't think. No, it wasn't Mark Kende. He's a number 7. He's this really young kid. I'll get his
Jamie
name
Bowen.
somehow. No, I'll get his name. No, Bowden. Bowden.
Why Marcelo gets his name, I just want to say a big thank you to Matthew Collins. Really do
Yeah,
appreciate it. So much for the super chat. You're an absolute gent. We have Mehdi Grayeri here. Um, he hasn't actually said anything. But look, if you put your comment in the comment section, I will put it up. But thank you so much for the donation and the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. We've a couple more to run through here. We have Jordan Stevens. Big up, Jordan. By the way, made his debut on the Matty Hayes channel.
yeah.
Absolute pleasure to speak to you. You done yourself proud. You've done yourself well. So big up and look forward to speaking to you again. And thank you so much, Jordan, for the donation. It says big up, David and Marcelo. Challenge really taking off. Great win. Have to be up at the crack of dawn for work, so may have to dip out. Keep it up, lads. No,
Yes,
honestly,
come
really
on.
do appreciate it, Jordan. We know it's late, but look, we don't pick the times to kick off and that. But really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go and get your head down, be up, fresh and ready for work, and enjoy the day, because at the end of the day, Spurs are only 2 points off top 4. We have Wayne Winter here. He says, guys, no matter what happens, we could win the league next year. Jose will never be enough for some fake fans. Great day, great show, great family. 100%. Look, you even hear them. Even if he does deliver us the Europa League, we still want him gone. Even if he does deliver us top 4 Europa League and Carabao Cup,
Ridiculous.
we want him
Ridiculous.
gone.
It's ridiculous.
You know,
It, it's ridiculous. I mean, imagine saying that. Really? Like, imagine. Like, honestly, I'm gonna give you another preview. Honestly, if you say that, I'm just gonna flat out say it. You are not a Spurs fan. You
yeah,
just stop supporting the club. Imagine wanting to sack a guy that give you a double, bro. I would kiss Mourinho on the lips if he gave me a
yeah,
double. You know what I mean? Like, oh my, it'll be our most successful season since 1961, David.
yeah,
If he won
yeah.
us a
And
double,
that's
if
not
he
good
won
enough.
Europa League, like, if you don't think that's good enough, if you don't celebrate that, if you don't congratulate a manager for that, and if you don't want to give a manager who does that for your club time, you have just a shit agenda that is you're because no matter what, my agenda will never be bigger than the club, right?
Yeah,
So, in my opinion, is whether I personally did not like Mourinho before he was a Chelsea. I mean, before he was a Spurs manager because of the Chelsea connection. I did not like him.
yeah.
I I made it clear many times. I
I
wanted
didn't
Ten
like him, but
Hag.
I've always admired his arrogance, I have to say.
I admired him, but I never like personally. I never wanted him to become our manager. I
Yeah,
honestly, I didn't want him to, and when I was hearing rumors, I was like, oh, Jose, oh, come on, man, you know what I mean? Let's get Ten Hag, let's get some.
yeah,
I was on that same boat, people who
yeah,
didn't want Jose, but whatever I thought about the man, that's the past. What
yeah,
right now he is my Tottenham manager. If you say Nagelsmann, and listen, you if you have a Nagelsmann Avi, right, and you're screaming my manager when he gets a top of the league, slap yourself in the face. You are the biggest embarrassment to this club I've ever seen in my life, bro.
yeah,
I have never celebrated. You can go back to Twitter since the beginning of Dawn, bro. You will
yeah,
never find a single tweet of me where I've said my manager. Maybe I'll say, congratulations, Poch, on the trophy. Wish you
yeah.
success. I'll say like, oh yeah, he's magic. Like be happy for
You
Poch.
know,
Yeah, I love that
Mauricio
song. But
Pochettino.
you will never hear me say my fucking manager when the guy is not
Yeah,
managing my club. That is the most embarrassing thing you can say. You
yeah,
know what you can do? You love no 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 listen. You love Nichols bum that fucking much, right? You know what you can do? Get a fucking ticket to Germany. Go support Leipzig. Just please, just go support Leipzig. We don't want you. I don't want you at my club. Honestly, you're supporting another club getting top of the league for 3 minutes, and you're supporting another manager's success at another club, and you're hoping our manager, doesn't have success. Like, are you stupid? Do you really realize that if Mourinho does not have success at Tottenham this season, we can be in free fall next
Yeah,
fucking season? Like, are you that brain dead to not realize? Like, is your agenda that stupid? I know your agenda stinks, but the smell and the pure ratchetness of this must have gone onto your brain and affected it, bro. Because if we fucked up this season and we don't succeed, like, we're fucked. We don't get top
yeah,
four. We don't get European football. We are screwed. So you wanting Mourinho to, lose his job just so you can get the tight jeans little German guy, who has a sexy football, even though he scored less goals than Mourinho this season, even less league goals, by the way, if you want to go at that. You want to get that guy all by means, but you have a stinky agenda and it's against Spurs. So you're not a Spurs fan. In my opinion, you're
yeah,
not a Spurs fan. So stop
yeah.
supporting the club. Go support Leipzig. I know they're the same shirt, so you probably, you probably like it. You know what I mean? They're both white, but you'll never beat this, baby. Never beat this right here.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
yeah,
No,
no, no,
look,
no. Go support them. Go support them. I don't want you. Bye bye. Goodbye.
no, look. I fully agree with you, right? And I wanted to wait to talk to the end why we were going to give Mourinho praise, but look, we can't avoid this. We can't avoid it because it keeps cropping up. But I will say we will talk a bit more about the team and the players come the end, because I want a nice, fair, balanced debate, because you know what they're going to say. Oh, they're only praising the Jose for this. So we do want to even it out just to keep them happy. But big up, We're going to smash through a few more super chats here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we're going to tell you why Jose does deserve praise right now. So we have Will Stewart with the next super chat. Did you watch Liverpool's match? Areola was fire. Yeah, no, look, Areola is a very good goalkeeper, I have to say. He keeps
Yeah.
them in it most weeks. And I'm just so happy Liverpool lost. Look, they beat us twice, and we're now ahead of them. Who would have ever thought that was going to happen, Marcelo? We have a couple more
I
super
did.
chats here.
I did.
We,
I hear the Liverpool fans. It's funny. They're all, never walk alone. When they're winning, but always come in our chat and always talking shit. But it's all, separate and scatter. When they start losing, it's interesting. Shane, if
yeah,
you're
no,
watching,
100%.
Shane, if you're watching, I did it. Listen, buddy, I know, I know it's football. It's only football banter, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to leave the group chat. All I said was Mo Salah was going to leave your club. You know what I mean? You didn't have to leave.
Mo Salah, diving down the wing. No, we have a super chat here from Danny Kiriako. Kiriakou. I hope I got that right. Look, I made a good effort. At least forgive me for that. He says, first of many super chats. Love you guys. Jose haters are not true fans. In Jose we trust. Individual errors have cost us this season. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat, man. You're a legend. It really does mean a lot to me. And first of many super chats, really appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Harris Army. Welcome to the family that we've built up here. We've worked hard to build up a nice family, a lot of positivity, criticism where it's due, praise where it's due. He says, love the two of us. Thank you so much. We love you too. We love everyone in the Harris Army. He says, Jose haters are not true fans. Share that sentiment, to be honest with you. That's my stand on it. In Jose we trust. As always, you know the score. In Jose we trust. And individual errors have cost us this season. Look, we've been saying it all along. You share the sentiments we put out. We'll smash through a few more super chats here. And then we'll, Joe, people are loving this Jose debate. The chat is absolutely off the hook. We have Danny Kiriako again. He says, David, your laugh kills me. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it.
Your laugh is affectionate. What can I say?
I hate my laugh, but thank you so much. Oh my God, man, this is so hard to keep up right now. Marcelo, you have to do it. Tin Man 007, the secret agent behind our success. Those clueless fans who want Jose out know nothing about football. Jose is a winner, and these fans are just embarrassing with Tim Pont loser mentality. Marcelo, you do the intro for this guy and all. Do you want to take his comment as well?
Look, listen. I already said all my piece on it. Nagelsmann. He wears tight jeans, so he must be good at football. So apparently,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
that's the
no,
best. No,
they were
no,
expecting the likes of Nagelsmann and Rodgers to come in and beat Harry Potter, but ultimately we have the real magician. We have Jose Mourinho. But no, I
yeah.
agree with you. Look, um, they know nothing about football. No, look, I wouldn't. Let's be a bit generous, okay? I wouldn't say they know nothing about football because they do. They do make some good points, right? But what I will say is they're just short sighted. They weak mentality is what I call it. Like the players, they want to just do the immediate thing instead of going to the grassroots of the problem and sorting it out, like any good leader does. So um, he says Josie is a winner. Yeah, we said this before. Look at his CV. They say, you know, I don't care about CV. Look, any job you walk into, you're employed on your CV. It's the basics. It's the reason why
No,
Jose
no, but
Mourinho gets these
Nagelsmann,
top
no, no,
jobs.
but Nagelsmann's CV does matter. Because when I asked them why bring in Nagelsmann, they bring up his CV. But when you bring up Jose, it doesn't matter. So
Yeah,
it's it's
100%. But
it's
big
one of
up
those.
Tim Man 007. Absolutely love it, man. Brilliant. I told you, he was waiting to pull the trigger and get you going, Marcelo. He was waiting. Big up Tim Man, though. We have Sean Mitchell here with a super chat. Let it out, Marcelo. It's okay, man. We all
Yep.
have to vent sometimes. Pure passion from the man himself. Marcelo, people, what can I say? People really enjoy it. They enjoy what you have to say. So do I. And I agree with a lot of what you say. You know what I mean? This is why me and you have ultimately come together and woken up a lot of the fan base. I think a lot of people will agree to that.
Look,
We have Adam
Sean.
Fox here. He says,
Uh,
great win tonight, lads. 9 points out of a possible nine. Top four, definitely now in reach for us. In Jaws we trust. Yeah, of course. We sat here before the Burnley game. We said, look, it's going to be a wonderful week. Everything's going to be rosy. And all I'm going to say is, now you're going to believe us. Now you're going to believe us. Now you're going to believe us. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works. Great week. But look, we put that behind us. We enjoy it Monday, Tuesday, lads. I encourage all the Harris Army, the Marcelo, Sam, the soldiers, enjoy this Monday and Tuesday. Put the week behind you. We've bigger things to fry now. We've done the minnows. We've restored some order there. Let's bring on the North London Derby and the Croatians.
can't wait.
They're the next job in hand. Let's keep focused. But big up at them. We have Spandan Samaran. If Jose goes, Kane and Son will think the club has no ambition and will leave as well. They admire him and want him to win with Spurs. No, 100% I agree. Not only that, Toby Alderweireld signed a new contract because he wants to work with Jose. He came out and said it. You know what I mean? A lot of these players actually do have praise for Jose. It was just this noise that was going on in the background, and because people didn't want Jose in the first place, they put this noise out there without any actual context to debates and stuff like that.
It's because
So
it's
no,
because they
look,
rate it's because they rate Harry Wink's opinion more than Harry Kane.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah,
No, no, no. That's
it's
why.
true.
Yep. Nope. Harry Kane.
No,
Harry
it's
Kane's
true.
opinion doesn't matter. But when Winks comes out, Davies comes out, or Dyer comes out and talk shit about Jose, it's good. But when
Yeah.
Kane and the real winners come out and praise him, it's all an
No, it's
agenda.
true. It's true, and I agree with you. Like I've also spoke on this. If Jose goes, how do we not know that Son and Kane are pinning their hopes on this being the time, and that if it doesn't happen, they haven't win. It's no surprise that Son hasn't signed that new contract yet, because ultimately you can say he may be sitting there waiting to see what way this season pans out. You don't know. But brilliant comment there, Spandan Samaran. We have Matthew Collins. He says, would the number 7 for the under 18s in the 6-1 versus Chelsea, would his name be Roshuan Maturin? David and Marcelo, you are
Hmm.
legends.
Yep. That was
Is
the
that the
name,
guy?
Mathurin.
So
Yeah,
you're a legend,
bro.
Matthew. You're a legend.
Yeah, I saw him. Beautiful free kick. Beautiful first touch
Yeah?
and finish. Kid is a baller, man. I'm telling you, he can become a real baller if he continues. Most important thing is he's still young. Don't want to, give too much expectations, but he's got to continue that steady path. If he does, can become a baller, man. I'm telling you, Mathurin. Remember the name.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to doubt you. I never doubt you. We have Kev Williams here as well. In Josie, we trust. We are one Hotspur. 100%. We're all one big family. I love the family that we've created. I love that you guys love Marcelo as much as me. I'm glad you enjoy the streams with Marcelo as much as I do. So big up, big up Kev for the super chat. Really do appreciate it.
Love you,
And then
Kev.
we have the BG here as well. Bale, different class. The GOAT, Marcelo. Hashtag Harris Army. Yeah, he was different class today. He was brilliant. But look, because people kicked it off with the way Jaws is, before we get into players, I want to tell you why Jose deserves some praise. I'm going to have my say. So look, the reason why Jose deserves some praise, okay, right, his job was under severe pressure. I believe it was only a phone call away from Daniel Levy picking up the phone to Nagelsmann. That's the way people, there was a massive agenda as well. And he's come out the other side of that. Oh, yeah, sorry, he lost the dressing room and everything was his fault. Now, what he done is he stuck with it during it. He came out and said things in the press. And I told everybody, he's not going to come out in the press and slate his players when he's asked these questions after games because it's going to ruin their confidence. And then you guys are going to hop straight on it and say he shouldn't be doing that. But then when he does the opposite and sits there and sticks by them and praises them, you're all saying, oh, why is he saying this? He's deluded. He's lost it. He's too old. Ultimately, he done the right thing. He's come out the other end. We're after getting 3 wins back on the spin, okay? In the 3 Premier League games, we've scored 9 goals, conceding 1. The defensive mistakes have stopped happening. He switched from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. Now, another criticism that was aimed at him. He doesn't know how to change it up. He's stubborn in his ways. And what's he doing on the training ground? Well, I tell you, this is what he was cooking in the training ground. So he's got that spot on. In the midst of all that, right, he's rotated this squad. And he's still won all the games. And we've won them convincingly. We still haven't had our best 11 out, in my opinion, in these games yet. Maybe Burnley. But the last 2, he's rotated. Ndombele is now rested. Harry Kane was brought off early. Gareth Bale was brought off early. You know what I mean? Højbjerg won't play Thursday. He'll be rested. I want to say a big special mention as well for Toby Alderweireld and Gareth Bale for getting through this week, 3 games, really putting their body on the line and getting the job done. Yep. I want to say a big up for that. But Marcelo, is there anything else you think Mourinho deserves praise for?
I mean, you really hit everything on the nail, but also I think he has, despite the individual errors and sometimes how shaky our defense is, if you look at it stat wise, it has improved from last season. Our defensive errors, I also think his pull in the transfer market was absolutely crucial. People seem to forget that the only reason Reguilon even joined this club was because Jose Mourinho called him. He was on a plane ticket away from Manchester. Jose Mourinho gave him a call and he said, nope, you're coming to Tottenham. You're not playing for that PE teacher. And then it was it. You know what I mean? He
Randall out of recess.
Yeah. And, then nobody gives credit for Jose for that poll. They remember, people seem to forget that Højbjerg only joined because of Mourinho. Kane probably only stays because of Mourinho. People seem to forget that this guy, you want to, I'm giving too much away, but there's some people out there saying Hasenhüttl, little old, Eddie Howe.
Hasenhüttl, let's get slapped 9-0 every season. That's definitely going to happen. So let's bring him in. But as long as it's Tottenham way, it's attacking. We're too good to defend. So let's do it that way.
Like they say, these are good names. And don't get me wrong, I think Hasenhüttl and Eddie Howe has potential for the future. Not now. They need to get more experience as managers. They need to fix up on their game. But when you talk about pull, man, these guys will never attract the same players as Jose Mourinho will.
Yeah.
You got players like Sabitzer openly coming up to social media and saying, I want to play for this guy, this manager. You didn't even see that under Pochettino, bro. They say this guy is a dinosaur. They bring in this. Listen, honestly, it's ageism at its best. Really? What these people do to Jose, it's ageism at his best. They're like, oh, he's old. He's old. Bro, Pochettino in his prime will never have the same attraction. And again, I love Pochettino, but he will never have the same attraction as Jose will at his deathbed, bro. You know what I mean? Jose will attract more players at his deathbed than Pochettino or any other manager will. That guy gets players to come out on social media and say, I want to play for you. Please sign me. So, his universal pull is so unquestioned. Like this guy, if you give him time, he can make us a top club. And people,
and
it's crazy.
This whole brigade, Marcelo, they have the audacity to sit there and tell me trophy this and trophy that and let's win
Never
this.
Never won a trophy in their life.
You know what I mean? And then you turn around and you're saying, oh, well, I don't care about the manager's CV. Even though he's more successful than our whole squad put together, he's more trophies than them. You know what I mean? So, just
Let me ask
It
you
is
this.
an agenda.
Let me ask
Like,
you this. No, 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 no,
we can
no.
criticize
But
them where it's due, but the reason why we stuck with it through that period is because look, we could see the drop off with the injuries. It
yeah.
was notable to see. And instead people just
Let me
hopped
ask you
on it
this. Let me
straight
ask you this,
away.
David. No, no, no. CV doesn't matter, right? Let me ask you this, right? You have Savitzar, who has Nagelsmann, which is a manager that we currently want, right? Or well, not that I want, but other people want, right? You got Savitzar going on to show social media saying that he wants to play for our manager,
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? Like when players look at managers and they look at what managers they want to play, they don't go like, oh yeah, he got top four a couple times, so I'd rather play for him. No, like if they see a manager that's won trophies before, like an Allegri, like an Ancelotti, I mean, look at James Rodriguez. You think? Ask an Everton fan. Actually, let's also ask an Everton fan. Do you think James Rodriguez would have ever joined Everton if it wasn't for Ancelotti? You think Alon would ever join Everton if it wasn't for Ancelotti? I
no,
don't think they would. You know what I
no,
mean? A manager's CV is 100% valuable. And when you have Jose Mourinho's CV, you you're gonna attract big players. You just are
yeah,
because
yeah,
they think that this guy can win him the big stuff because he's done it before. He's done it before. You know what I mean? Like, what proof can you tell me? Like, listen, I ask every single Jose outer this. What proof can you tell me that Nagelsbaum can win the Premier League? What's the proof? What's the proof? They have none because he's never won a league title in his life. And then they
yeah,
asked me,
no,
and then they asked me, "Oh, what proof do you have that Jose Mourinho would win one?" I'm like, "He won one 5 years ago, buddy. He has about like nine league titles. He has about like 9 or 10 league titles overall. The guy's won at every club he's been in, except for Manchester United. Every club that
yeah,
has backed him, he has won a league title. It's simple. It's simple maths. You back him, he wins you league titles.
yeah.
It's
It's
not a
that
hard
easy.
science.
But Marcelo, Tin Man, he's pulled the trigger again.
Yep. 10 man, you're gonna break my back doing this, bro.
He says, "What makes these fans think that whoever comes will get backing from Levy? If anything, top players will leave and they will be left with the crap." No, look, I fully agree with your comment there. To be honest, look, people are expecting a manager like Nagelsmann and Rodgers to come in, wave a magic wand, everything will be sorted, everything will be rosy-dozy. Levy, you can sew your pockets up, keep the checkbook in it,
Mm-mm.
because these guys are the answers. They don't need investment. So look, I fully agree with you. Even Jose Mourinho, even the greatest manager in the world, needs investment.
Yeah.
And if anything, top players will leave, and they will be left with the crap.
Put
100%,
put put
100%.
put Pep Guardiola, bro. Pep Guardiola had one
Big up
injury
to him,
last
man.
season. Listen, Pep Guardiola had one injury last season. He lost the league because of that one injury. He lost
Yeah,
company. No, no, no. Yeah, he lost company, and then he got Laporte injured. That's two players. I mean, two very important players he lost. But he went from 99 points to 87 to 82 or something like that, right?
yeah,
So, even Pep Guardiola. Now imagine Pep Guardiola had Eric Dyer. Had to choose between Eric Dyer and Sanchez. You know what I mean? Like imagine like people need to like take off their glasses and realize that this is not a very well balanced team and that you need to give Jose some time. You just need to give him
yeah,
time to, get his squad and get his vision.
yeah. 100%. We have Will Stewart. Big up Will Stewart, by the way. Absolute brilliant. He says, I do have a worry, though, lads. We get top four, win Europa, and Levy's wallet slams shut, and we get stuck with Winks and the other losers. Honestly, I don't think. I think if Jose stays at the helm and he delivers the
Yeah.
Europa League, and he's no option but to open it, honestly, because Jose won't stick around. And,
No, he'll do a United.
it'll expose Enoch. What they will do is do a half-ass job again. Make no
Yes.
mistakes about that. You will get a half-ass job again. And by the way, I just want to let everybody know, look, just because we're winning, it doesn't mean I've took my eyes off Enoch and Levy.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Mainly Enoch. I kind of spoke why I kind of excuse Levy. But mainly Enoch, because, that's going to be revisited this summer. So, but, well, Great comment, and thank you so much for the super
Well,
chat, man. Big
the
up.
issue is we can't talk about Levy and Enoch right now because there's nothing that can be done. They already did all the damage, so we already talked about the damage that they have caused. So point, we just have to wait until the summer and see if they actually are men of their words and actually have ambition in this club. And as far as that is a very that is a very real thing that Will Stewart is saying, that if we do win and
Yeah,
we reach our objective, because don't get it twisted, this board does not give a fuck about winning the Premier League. All
yeah,
they care about is the top four. They only
yeah,
care about top four. As long as we get top four, even if we are barely scraping by, they will be happy with the squad. Um, Personally, though, I think if that does happen, Jose will go. Jose will
yeah,
go. He will do a United. He will call out the board. He'll say, "Look, I got you 3 trophies, a top two spot the next following season, and you're not backing me. Bye bye,
yeah,
goodbye. I'm gonna go somewhere else." And that's what he's gonna
yeah,
do. And that's what he would
yeah.
do. And rightfully so. I would not stay. That.
100%.
So I
And
think if that.
and any
Yeah.
club looking in at the situation at Tottenham with the players now, Marcelo, straight away they're going to hire him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because the job he's doing. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't argue it. And we have Cuva99 here. He says, I'm critical of any manager that makes us play dull, boring football, but credit to Jose for turning that around lately. We're a good watch. Look, what I'd say to you is over the course of a season, you're always going to have to mix your tactics up to stay fresh because there's so much exposure and
Yep.
analysis done on the way you play. You always have to be able to mix it up. And Jose's given us the variety this season. Like at the end of the day, that negative football you've seen for the last while, that was working up until we got injuries. Injuries
Yeah.
happened. We couldn't play like that. We got the players back, and now the results are back good. We have Bob Spur TV, but big up Cuva99 for the super chat. Bob Spur TV, hey bud, would love to pop on for 10 minutes if possible. Look, I won't be taking anybody on tonight, but I will get you on because I know you do. You're a bit on both sides, so I will get you on. I'll be interested to hear.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And look,
100%.
I'm not saying all Jose outers are like that, like have, but I'm just saying like the specific ones, like that are like, oh yeah, get Nagelsmann, my manager, saying all that type of crap. I think that's a load of embarrassment. I think if you do that, you're supporting another club's success and you're wishing we failed so you can have this guy. I think to that point it comes to where you're not even a fan of the club anymore and you should just probably stop
Yeah.
supporting it.
We have Matthew Collins here. It doesn't matter what manager comes in. Levy and Enoch are too much of a bunch of tightwads. Josie, yeah, no, look, this is the thing. This is what we've been telling everybody. This is what we've been trying to get out there. It's just, they're that tight that they even pay pay people to put out this thing. Oh, we can only sign English, and English players are too expensive. Okay, but you created that in the summer yourself. We're not fooled. But big up Matthew Collins. Fully agree with you. We have Vam Shitty. Jose Mourinho can't be compared with Pep. Jose Mourinho can bring trophies with any lower division, where Pep can't. Marcelo?
Jose Mourinho can be compared to Pep. Jose Mourinho bring trophies with any lower division, but absolutely. Look,
Big up
I
Vam
always
Shitty.
say this. I listen. Let's. I think it's funny how all the people that are also, saying, "Oh, Jose's old. He's not even a good manager." It's funny how they're all young people or people are relatively younger or haven't been watching football as long as I
Yeah,
have. I've been watching football, and let me tell you this. Obviously, what Pep did at Barcelona was special. I'll never deny that. But what he did at Bayern Munich for me was nothing special. He didn't change Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are still, they're still doing their own thing. He just won the Bundesliga. He did what he did at Bayern Munich, what Bayern Munich does every season, season in, season
yeah,
out, right? And then he goes to, City, who are already a Premier League winning squad. And he won them a couple Premier Leagues. Obviously that, Centurion season was very special, but he did what
yeah,
City does, win leagues, spend $1 billion, win leagues, right?
yeah,
Jose Mourinho, he transforms club. This is what I mean by different, bro. This
yeah,
guy, he changes club. He went to Porto, who were a struggling club, fifth place, David, fifth place in the Portuguese league. fifth place at
Yeah,
the Portuguese league, right? He goes in there, makes them Portuguese champion, makes them Europa League champion, and then the following season that he wins the Champions League and
yeah,
and the Portuguese league as well.
yeah,
That's massive. Transform Porto, and to this day, Porto have been reaping that benefit. They were a club that was looking like they would go under,
yeah,
and Jose Mourinho actually brought them back to grace.
yeah,
And and then you look at Chelsea. People say, "Oh, Jose doesn't have a long-term effect," but let me disprove that. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea,
yeah,
a club that before Jose came in, they didn't win a league title in 50 years.
yeah.
50 years, similar position we're in, David.
He was
You
the only
know,
one to break Sir Alex Ferguson's reign.
yeah, broke Sir
First
Alex
one,
Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. I know we don't like speaking that name, but you got to give credit due. The guy was
Arsene Wenger.
listen, whatever you say about him, he was a brilliant manager, David. We would have taken him at Tottenham. I certainly
Yeah,
would have. He was a fantastic
yeah,
manager, and
yeah,
Jose.
yeah. I'll be honest. I would have. Yeah,
Yeah, and Jose absolutely destroyed both of them. Went
yeah,
in there in a year and absolutely, took a dump on their faces. But and he transformed Chelsea. He made them into
yeah,
almost, to like that almost club, because that's where Chelsea were. They're the almost club,
yeah,
and made them into winners. And
yeah,
and since then, Chelsea become winners. Since then, Chelsea has went and do great things. Jose broke that barrier.
yeah,
Enter a club that used to always struggle in the Champions League. They still struggle in the Champions League. They're not even
yeah,
any European competition. Jose
yeah,
went in there and made them European champions, treble winners. When is the last
yeah.
time? Let me ask you this: when was the last time Inter ever won a Champions League?
Yeah, I think the last time
Jose
was when he's
Mourinho.
in charge. No.
When was the last time
Yeah,
Inter ever reached a semi-final in a Champions League?
yeah. Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho. When was the last time Porto ever reached a semi-final in Champions League?
Yeah, Jose Mourinho.
When was the last time Porto ever won a Champions League?
Yeah, Jose Mourinho and Europa League. He done it back to back.
Yeah, and Europa League.
Yeah,
What this guy does at clubs, it's absolutely
yeah.
incredible, man. And you
And they
gotta
need to get
give him
behind him.
time. Gotta give him fucking time, because
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if he can do what he did at those clubs, he can
yeah.
not only make us winners, he can transform our club to where in the
100%.
future on we can become winners. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
actual winners.
100%, lad. We have a super chat here from Kev Williams. He says, Josie has got the team to click. We look so good. 100%, Kev. 100% he has. And
Yeah.
he's answered all these critics. So big up for the super chat. I want to welcome Ben and Sim to the stream. Josie's at the wheel. Yeah, 100%. And there was a comment there from Bob Spur TV I wanted to take. And then we are going to talk about the players.
Is
Because
that
that
them?
was.
Is that really them though? That's what I'm wondering. I just hope it
Well,
is
they do
really
say
them.
Arsene Wenger at my club over my dead body, and I knew that. I do know they really do genuinely despise Arsenal that much, and that is something that I could hear. I could think that Ben and Sim would
Look,
definitely
listen.
say.
Say what you will about Arsene Wenger, but the guy, he transformed. Whether you hate it, he transformed the scum. He kept the scum up at top four. He was working with straws, and he was overachieving for many years at that club. And as soon as he left, it's not a coincidence that everything he was the string that was holding, that shit club together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, and whether I dislike the guy, and the guy has brought me to tears, I hate him so much, but he's a great manager. Can't deny it. You got to speak the facts, man. Can't deny that he was a great manager.
yeah. No, see, this is the problem. This is like people don't want to speak facts, and this is where things get construed like these sayings with nothing with no substance behind them. Let's be honest. But yeah, no, I think it's Benji. He says it's me, David, waiting for my eagle dinner. So is my missus. Look, don't worry. I'm just plucking the eagle right now. Don't worry, it's coming. And then I'm going to marinate it for you as well, lad. So don't worry about that. Just let me know what sort of way you want it marinated, and I'll get the missus onto it now because I'm too busy. Bob Spur TV. I believe everyone is entitled to an opinion, be it Jose in or Jose out, as long as you can back it up with an articulate opinion. Spurs fans wanting the team to lose are not Spurs fans.
Yep.
Yeah,
And those are the guys that I go after. You know what I mean? Like people who don't actually make real articulate arguments, just having a shit agenda and all that stuff, I go after those people. If you have a real argument, you're cool.
Yeah, no, and you're very right. We have Paul Rigby here with a super chat. He says Enoch will back Jose. He will still be here in 5 years managing the best players in the world. Paul, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I'm not going to lie. It would be brilliant if he was. But one thing I will say about Jose, right? Another thing. So people say, but he's not the man to rebuild. But what he can do is leave you with players
Just give you
that
8.
have.
I just gave these people like 8 examples. Just go look at his CV, man. You just gave 8 examples of clubs that reaped off his benefits, for years to come. But yeah, sorry, Dave. I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
No. What he will do is leave you with players that you can ultimately build a team around, fill in and out. He's going to leave you with 5, 6 quality players. He's going to add to the likes of Son, Kane, Højbjerg, Ndombele. If he can fill in around that, what he can do is leave a project for someone to take over. But I agree with you, Paul. I would love for that to happen.
He's a major reason.
Here.
He's a major reason why Madrid became so good. Before Madrid, Barcelona was just winning everything. Before Madrid used to be in Barcelona's shadows. People forget that. There was a point where Pep Guardiola's side ruled the Spanish, league. And Jose Mourinho went in there and destroyed that. He destroyed their reign in Spain. And that squad that he created went to carry on and have many more success and win Champions League, back to back. So it's people that don't read about football and don't really understand that says that type of stuff, that say, oh, Jose can't build clubs. It's ridiculous. He's built so many clubs, from being losers to winners. I can't fathom the idea that he can't do that to us. I don't know.
100%. I have a super chat here from Wayne Winter. He says, I'm just chilling, listening to you guys. Great way to be. Why not have an Irish Hotspur and chill? Why not? Marcelo, you're so right. If Levy doesn't back Jose and trust him, then what? This is the thing.
He's leaving.
And this is what we have been trying to get the message across. Whether it's been articulated that way or not, but it's what we mean. If Jose can't do it and they're not going to back Jose, well, I'm sorry, but if you bring in the likes of, Nagelsmann or Rodgers and they go to the board and say, look, can I have this? Well, if they didn't give it to Mourinho thinking that they can go and get success, they're not going to give it to them. Let's be honest. Big up Wayne Winter for the super chat. We have Will Stewart here. Jose is good, but he isn't Jesus. Yep. He can turn winks into wine or heal Davies' blindness. We must buy in the summer. Don't let people forget.
Yeah.
Again, it's 100%. I fully agree with you.
I mean, apparently Nagelsmann is that, though. He can turn winks into wine, so.
100%. 100%. But look, Marcelo, why don't we talk a bit about the players? Because we want to balance it because, ultimately we don't want to give that agenda any more things to talk about.
Yeah, no.
So, look.
That's later to come. Later to come.
Do you want to talk a bit about Gareth Bale? Because I know you were so impressed with him. You were so giddy. When you mentioned his name, a smile come across your face. It was like you were a child again. Big up Will Stewart.
Bale. I mean, it's just good to see him back. It's awesome. It's even better to see him and Kane and Son together. Son and Kane, two are one of the best, Spurs players in the last decade, I would say. I'll say, Bale, he kind of left at 2010, so he guess he doesn't count in the last decade. But seeing, I guess you could say, 3 of the best players we've seen in the last 2 decades play together. Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's like a a little. It's almost like it's meant to be. It's like destiny, seeing Bale, Son, and Kane passing the ball together. It was like. It felt like almost like a dream, and seeing Kane assist Bale is just like it's mind blowing. Just mind.
No, honestly, I could see the joy come across your face. I really could. I really could. You've been praying for so long that it's going to work out for Bale, and it's finally here for you. And I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. No, listen, man. Bale was the guy that got me into Spurs, and Sonny is a guy that I love. And I love Kane because of just how awesome Kane is. Just scores goals after goals, and he's one of our own. So just seeing all 3 of them together is just like, it's like, oh my god! It's like seeing I don't know what other comparison I can make to this, but it's like I don't want to go into much in Marvel, but it's like seeing the Avengers all assemble up.
Yeah,
Like you see like Iron Man. Like yeah. Have you seen Endgame? When
yeah,
Captain America, like when
yeah,
he grabs Thor's hammer and everybody goes crazy. That was like when Kane gave the ball to Bale and he scored that goal. It's just awesome. Just
yeah.
awesome to see.
No, honestly, and I think the moment when we knew he was going to have a good game, especially you, because straight away you said he's back, is when he had the two defenders. He made one of them and put a ball across for Sonny, and Sonny headed it into the keeper's hands. But we knew he was going to have a good game from then. He was brilliant. He was integral down that right hand side, and we spoke of the importance of getting the right hand side moving, haven't we, Marcelo?
Yeah, I mean. We needed a functional front three, man. There's a reason
Yeah,
why Liverpool. I hate. We hate talking about their success, but we have to talk about it. Their success was that they when they were at their peak. Not anymore. Now they're shit. But at their peak, they had a strong front three.
yeah,
When Mane wasn't playing well, I always said it. When Mane wasn't playing well, he had Salah on the right hand side. When Salah wasn't playing well, he had Mane on the left hand side. When both of them weren't playing well, they had Firmino who would, come up and, step up for them.
yeah,
And then when Firmino wasn't playing well, they would always step up for each other.
yeah,
And you saw that, first half, Son and Kane did not have the best first half. Guess who stepped up?
yeah,
Gareth Bale. You know,
yeah,
um, and then Bale kind of fell off a little bit in the second half, probably maybe a little bit of fitness. He hasn't playing a lot
yeah.
of minutes,
He's
but
had a big
then
week though.
yeah, he's had a big week, but like I'm not arguing about that. Like
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
he needs to get fit, so I understand that. But when Bale kind of slowed down a little bit, look to step up, Harry Kane, you know, um, against
It's
the
the king of
Fulham
the
game.
lane, Harry Kane.
Yeah,
Let's give
King of
it
the
some
Lane.
oomph when we say
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name.
King of the Lane.
Man
You
of the
know what
match.
I mean? Yeah, I know, man of the match. Harry Kane, one of our own, baby. Fulham, I felt like Sonny was the best player in Fulham, in my opinion. I think he was the best attacking player out of the front three. I think Bale was, Bale Sonny should have had 3 assists that game,
Yeah,
not two. He should have had 3 assists that game. Some of
yeah,
the balls he was giving Kane, it was ridiculous. But I thought Sonny was the best one. He created the chances. He stepped up. And I think that's what we were missing. It was always just Son and Kane, and if you can neutralize those two, you were toothless. We were toothless,
yeah.
and now we got Mora. Now we got Bale. Like man, big up Jose Mourinho as well for doing that. For getting that front three together. Big up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, massive credit, massive credit. And then I do want to talk a little bit about Sonny actually in a second. I just got to get through a few more super chats. Matthew Collins here,
They've
big
been
up,
flying,
Matthew.
man.
Yeah, fair play to everybody. Honestly, I do want to say a big thank you to everybody for the super chats. Actually, I really do appreciate it. Also, everyone else that views in, gets your comments in, smashes a like on the stream, interacts with all this. We've created a lovely little Spurs family here, and I really do want to keep it going. And all these super chatters, it really does help. But everyone, don't underestimate your importance. I am fully aware. Times are hard. People don't have money. If you can't afford a super chat, it's no problem. You still support the channel by getting your comments, interacting with me, smashing the like. So I just want to say a big up to absolutely everybody. I really do appreciate it so, so much. Matthew Collins, he says, the sooner Enoch and Levy back Jose Mourinho, the sooner the Jose out Muppets will zip it. 100%. Fully agree with you. And I put out a post today actually with a nice little gif underneath it with Mourinho going like that. It was perfect. I was so happy when I found it. I gave myself a little chuckle and I was just like, do you know when you see something selling and you're like, this is the one? And it
Yeah,
was the one. It
yeah.
was the one. It provoked people. It was brilliant. We have Spandan Samaran. He says, Inter versus Pep and Messi's record, Barca, UEFA Champions League semi. Um,
I think he's talking about when I mean Jose Mourinho, yeah, he beat one of the best sides in Europe with Inter Milan for fuck's sakes, man. You know what I mean? Like the guy's done so many incredible things. It's amazing how people are so quick to doubt him, so quick to throw him, under the bus and just give up on him. It's really crazy, but big up everybody. Big up Sue Smith. Big up Chimo. Big up Celery Agent.
Mr. Edmondson, Shamu,
Yeah,
FFS Ref, Celery Agent, Island Life. We have another super chat here from Kev Williams. Best front three in the world. Bale, Son and Kane. Honestly, it's amazing to watch. I'm not going to lie. I'm so happy with what I'm seeing.
You did miss
It is the
other. You
bee's
did
knees,
miss.
and it's definitely the most threatening in the world right now.
Yep. You did miss two more. There was two
Yeah, I just have him
before
in
him.
there. I'll tell you.
Yep.
He wants you to get your exercise in today.
Bond, James Bond.
You're wearing them out, Tin Man. Absolutely love it. But look, keep doing it. Let's put him through a boot camp today. Big up, Tin Man. 100 goals this season so far under Bourne Jose. Yeah, you know, Jose Bourne, defensively, dinosaur.
Yeah.
We've scored more goals than a lot of teams. I won't reveal who, but a lot of teams. A lot of teams. Big up, Tin Man. Spandan, Samaran, injury to Reggie, Kane, Toby, Aurier. Form went bad. Yeah, 100%. You're speaking pure facts, man. You know what you're talking about. I absolutely love it. But Marcelo, I do want to talk a bit about Sonny. So look, the general thing going around about Son is, look, he's not performing. But one thing we've always maintained is, even when you're not scoring goals, be in the build-up, set them up. And even though he hasn't scored in the last few weeks, how many has he set up? How many dangerous positions has he picked up?
So many.
And chipped in?
Honestly, I think Son's new role has been so overlooked, because when in the start of the season, right, he's been kind of like the main goal scorer, right? He's been like kind of like the main guy, that just scores goals. And he was like going through this phase where he just looks like every shot he set on target was going to be a goal. I mean, every time he shot, it was a goal. But Marcelo Tots could Rose cut in the Prem. I don't know who is that.
Danny Rose, maybe.
I hope not. I hope he's not asking me that about Danny Rose.
No, you're expecting a reaction there. Do you know what, Marcelo? I have to say, I'm disappointed we haven't seen these Arsenal fans here today.
Yeah, I scared them off. It is what it is. They were talking big last season, but as you said, order. Can we please get some order? We put them back right in their place.
Order.
I love it.
I love it. But anyway, back to Sonny.
Yeah, but with Sonny, in his last, so in the Burnley game, right? Well, let's start from West Brom. We beat West Brom. He had a goal. Burnley won. He had 2 assists. Fantastic against that. And you could argue that he should have really had, about, he was contributing to almost all of the attack, if we're going to be honest. And then the Fulham one, although it doesn't say he got an assist, he really got the assist. He was the one that gave the pass to Delhi, which caused the own goal. I don't know how that was an own goal. That was a Delhi goal, in my opinion. It was going into the net, but I don't know. The league sometimes, they do drugs. Yeah. So
but look, he had a massive hand in the goal.
Yeah, he was a massive part in the goal. And then the Palace game, he had an assist. So it's, the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 Premier League games, he's had a goal.
Yeah.
Technically 3 assists. But also, if you really count that Fulham one, he should have had a goal and 5 assists. So in the last 6 games, he's had, 6 goal contributions. That's still up there with Kane and Bale. It's just that his role is different right now. What he's doing, he is stretching out that left-hand side, putting crosses in, and you can see Kane and Bale are getting into more dangerous positions.
Yeah.
It's just, he's still contributing and attacking.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's the main thing. It's all we can ask for. Just a couple more things to run through. Big up, Saurav Patak. Look, I don't know whether you've got to put the comment in or not, but if you did put it in the live chat, I will get it up and discuss it. Look, Winks, it's inevitable. It was going to happen. The guy comes in today and does absolute sweet fuck all. You asked me before the game, Dave, life is lovely. Would you clean the slate with Harry Winks? And straight away, I just, no, because I'd done it before and I knew it was going to happen again. He was going to piss me off and let me down. And within a few minutes, that happened. Mistimed tackles, not making tackles, pretending he's showing for the ball, but where he positions himself, he's never going to get it. The guy was a disaster today. And it's the same pattern that keeps happening anytime the guy plays. Teams just run at us through the middle. As soon as we brought on Sissoko, it stopped happening. Amazing.
Yep. I rewatched the goal we conceded, and I know I gave Lucas a lot of stick, and I still think he is part. He does play a part to blame, but when I took emotion out of it, sometimes people gotta understand I'm in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously upset, so I'm gonna maybe not give my best analysis, but looking back at the goal that we conceded,
Massive.
Lucas, although he should have passed to Sonny, should have just tried to keep possession. He did try to go into defenders. What does Harry Winks do? He does not move out of his spot once
Yeah.
during the counterattack. He does not move out of his spot. You can look back. He doesn't move out of his spot once. And then when Lucas loses the ball, he waits and he just follows behind the Crystal Palace player. Now, he could have tried to bring him down, get a yellow and everything. Oh, that's a good question, actually. That is a good
we'll
question.
go back to that.
Yeah, we'll go back to that. But, instead of pushing the player down, getting a yellow like he usually does, no. He lets the guy run through him, right past him. And, then Toby and Sanchez have a brain fart, and they we lose the game. Simple as. So, well, not lose the game, but, we could lose a big goal. So it was a shit situation, but Winks, for a guy who did nothing, he should have just brought the guy down. That's the least.
And this is why I've been on it. I'm at the start. I was getting a lot of heat. You can't be talking about players like that. I'm sorry. The guy is shit. He's not good enough. He offers nothing. He's 24 years of age. No one knows what his best position is. You honestly, just he has to go. He has to go. He's not good enough. He does absolutely nothing. He tried his best to get his customary yellow card today. I can't even remember if he does. But Marcelo, even I remember sitting there at one stage, I think it was, I was like, I've seen him 2 times in 18 minutes, and both times he's pissed me off. How many times did I hear you say, is Harry Winks playing like he hasn't been involved? It's shocking.
He doesn't get involved. He doesn't get stuck in at all. He doesn't. The reason why these Winks fans go out and say, "Oh, he barely makes mistakes," he's a tidy player, is because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't get it. Like, it's almost like Ben Davies. He doesn't get involved, and whenever he does get involved, he just fucks up. Can't do fucking anything. Like every time people say, "Oh, Ben Davies is actually having a good game," and I'm like, "Really? What has he done?" And he's like, and then they're like, "Oh, but he didn't make a mistake." Yeah, no. And then they'll say, "Oh, but he hasn't made a mistake." But I'm like, "Yeah, but what has he done?" Because it's very easy. Like, David, you know what I can do? You can put me in a Spurs shirt. I can stand there and just be like this, for like 90 minutes, and just like get the ball and like pass it to the next mate and just like do fuck all and pretend I'm doing something. Or I can actually go and dribble a player and try to make something happen.
Yeah.
But like when you try to do that, when you try to make something happen, you're more likely to make a mistake.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Winks and guys like Davies, they don't do that, so they look like they don't make a lot of mistakes. But the reason why they don't make a lot of mistakes
because they put themselves in a position not to.
Yeah, because they don't fucking add anything to the team. What other quality? Like, you can't tell me Winks is a good dribbler. You can't tell me Winks' forward passing is very good. It's not. Yeah. Sissoko has more through passes than him and more assists than him. You can't tell me he can. He makes a lot of dribble. He has one of the lowest dribble rates than any of our a midfield right now. You can't even tell me he has a good shot on target. He doesn't even have a shot on target this season in the Premier League.
Marcelo, he doesn't know how to shoot on target. Going forward is, it's not on his radar. His radar is broke.
His tackling.
All he knows is going sideways. Honestly, he passed forward once during that watch along, and I was about to turn around and say, "Baby, crack open that champagne." Winks finally knows what forward means. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You could slap him with forward on the page open in the dictionary. You could slap him with that. he
Yeah.
still wouldn't have a clue what it means. You know, the guy is just not good enough for Tottenham. I'm glad we can rest that case. So I will rest it. Order, order, order. The Harry Winks case is rested, and we have restored some order in London. Do you want to take
Absolutely.
this comment from Joseph Cattle, and then I do want to touch on Regulon and Alvarado Sanchez quickly before we sign off. So if
You see,
anyone has any comments that definitely want read out, get your
that
super chats in before we sign off.
listen, that's a fantastic question, and
I knew
honestly,
you'd get excited by that.
a very tough question because
Oh, we
Ramos,
have the
I
Arsenal
think
fans back.
Ramos, honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, although he is a little bit older, right?
Yeah,
He is a guy that I still think he's a top quality center back. I mean, bro, if he went to Tottenham, he would easily start for us, and I mean easily, David. Like
yeah,
he is that good. Still, he is still one of the best center backs, and he brings something that we all are missing, which is leadership. He
yeah,
demand. He's a winner. He doesn't. He's not going to be a guy that Although, yeah, you can say, yeah, he is. The downside is that he is 34 years old. But honestly, If you're looking like for quick success, which is what I am, you're looking to win the
yeah.
league. You get Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos can win a league title within a season. That's how good he
Yeah,
is. He can change your defense.
I
And
like his winning mentality. The guy only cares about winning.
Yeah, and he's a dirty player, bro. And listen, us South Americans, people maybe from other regions say, "Oh, that's disgusting." You know what we say down there? We say, "If it ain't cheating, if you get away with it." You know, like it ain't cheating if you get away with it, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody cares about. Listen, in football, nobody cares about cheating. The only thing they're gonna remember is that you won it at the end of the day. The only thing
yeah,
people remember from Maradona is that he won a World Cup and many trophies with Napoli.
yeah.
They don't care about, his PD
He
history or
got top
anything like
four 10
that.
years on the trot, and
Yeah, nobody cares about that. Football is about winning, bro. And that's what
yeah,
Sergio Ramos is. And we need that. So I would love to have him at the club. I think he would be a great addition. I would definitely take him between Konsa and Milinkovic. See, the thing is with
I
Milinkovic,
think he
as
said
much.
Skriniar. I think Skriniar's name was thrown in there as well.
Oh yeah, I think he asked. Yeah, Skriniar and Kuendi, yeah, or Ramos with a Milinkovic or Konza. I think if we get Ramos, I think we would have to get Konza. Even though
Yeah,
I rate Milinkovic very much, I think who was it that brought a point to the Maddie's channel in the stream? It brought up a great point that we do need some Premier League proven players. Because, if
yeah,
Milinkovic comes, he would still have to adapt because it is a faster league, more intense. So he would have to adapt for a little bit. But if we get Konza, he wouldn't have to do that. So I would get Konza and Ramos.
yeah,
Um, Skriniar, I never really rated him,
yeah.
that much compared to other. I think he is a quality center back. Don't get me wrong, but I think if you give me a choice between Milinkovic or Skriniar, I'm taking Milinkovic every day
Yeah,
of the week.
I
But that would be
agree.
my choice: Ramos and Konsa.
No, I hope that answers your question. I agree. Of course, Marcelo, he is your defensive expert. So when he does talk about defenders, really do take note because he hasn't been wrong this season. We have a super chat here from Danny Kiriako. He says, Winks is gone in the summer, raise money, skip incoming. 100%. Look, we all know that Winks, for me, his first name gone in the summer. Skip comes in, perfect replacement. Two English guys. So Skip is replacing Winks. That's the English quarter, and it raises a bit of cash. Maybe not the 40 million people thought City were going to pay, but it raises a bit of cash. Will Stewart here saying that's why I didn't. That's why I try and keep you honest. Yeah, look, you try. We did have that debate earlier about who was man of the match, Bale or Kane. Everybody let us know who your man of the match is. Me personally, I think it's too harsh to take it from Kane, especially my man, because I've had a
Yes,
good day. I got the score prediction right, the hair prediction right. So for me, I do think Kane deserves it. We have another super chat here, and we have a real Gunner fan. We've reeled him in again. We're still fishing. 4-1. Okay, I see you guys, but Palace are weak. Wait until next weekend. I would, Burnley, we've done the same to Burnley. What are they to you? At the end of the day, You're coming over here because your club can't buy a wing. You got Nicholas PP to replace Thierry Henry. You have Joe Willock to replace Dennis Bergkamp. Your club is in demise. Your biggest fan channel is becoming a laughing stock. Your club is becoming a laughing stock. You're going to be bottom half of the table once we beat you. So just do me a favor and pipe it down.
Palace are only 4 points behind you.
Look, they're just hovering above relegation.
Palace are 4 points behind these guys. What are you talking about, weak?
Look, Marcelo, it's back to what you said to them last night. We need to teach these guys.
Yeah, when we beat them on Saturday and Palace wins their game, they're only going to be 1 point behind Palace. So,
yeah,
listen, that week old. I'm just gonna say this: that week old Palace is gonna be looking real strong when you face them. You know what I mean? When you're battling for top 10, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, look, maybe even no European football next season, then that would be fantastic. We have Matthew Collins here. He says Harry Winks can't play football to save his life and still has milk around his moosh. Yeah, 100%. No, look, he can't. He can't play football. We know that. It just pains us. It's like that guy that, because you like him and you don't want him to be picked last, you put him in your team, you take him under your wing, you encourage him. Ultimately, he just doesn't have it, and you know this. But look, Marcelo, I do want to touch on two things before we sign off on the stream. Like I said, we're going for about another 10 minutes. So if you have anything you genuinely want to answer, get your super chats in. If you have anything on defenders you want to put to Marcelo, get your super chats in. Marcelo, is how good Reguilon was today and how important he is to this team. He was involved defensively. He was involved in transition. And he was, how many times did we see him get on the end of things in their box?
Man, he was incredible today.
Big up Matthew Collins, by the way.
He is a speedy tornado. That guy is. He is a speedy tornado, and Arsenal can talk about Tierney, but the only thing Tierney knows, right? Can barely tie his shoelaces. The guy slips and fall in his face like left and right. Sergio Reguilon, Don baby, he gets stuck in. He gets the momentum going. He can defend. He doesn't need to tuck in his shirt and say, "Yeah, I'm a real player," like Tierney does. Reguilon was amazing today, and listen, Marcelo, you're gonna be crying, man. I can't remember the last time you've ever made me cry. Honestly, I really can't.
I'm not being funny, Marcelo.
No, look,
well,
seriously.
Who's the one showing his petulance? Who's the one that's really crying here when he's the one putting in the comments?
And my opinion is, right, like you guys have been saying that you're going to make me cry and make me upset for 2 years in a row, but you haven't beaten us in 2 years. You haven't beaten us in 2 years. So, like you're about to get knocked out of Europa League. You're about to take an L in North London Derby. It's just just take your medicine. It's okay. Like, just take your medicine. It'll all feel better once you accept it. Once you accept that North London is white, it's all gonna get better. So it's okay. It's okay. I understand the pain, but it's you just kind of have to accept reality. Thierry Henry doesn't play for you anymore. Arsene Wenger is gone. You wanted him out. You kicked him out. So. You kicked your successful manager. Now you have, Pep Cone guy, doing everything. So,
Pep's training, bitch.
Listen, you're battling for. Listen, let's talk about. You want to talk about crying and being North London. I mean, let's forget the North London Derby, man. You've been so shit. You've been competing for top 10 this season so much that Tottenham alone have to carry the mantle for North London. Like we alone this season have to carry it. Like you guys, just you've been so ashamed that I'm ashamed to even put you next to North London. You've been that shameful. I can't believe a club of your status is struggling to fight top 10 with Crystal Palace, for fuck's sakes. Oh, it's incredible. It's really is. And as far as Aubameyang, bro, how many goals does he even have this season? Has he I think he's competing with Lucas Moura. You know what I mean? Well, like who do you have? You got Lacazette, who torques on the field. You
No,
got
it's lack of
Nicholas
blood clot or something, isn't it? Isn't that the nickname they gave him? Something
Pepe's
silly
the
like that.
name. They got Nicholas Pepe, the 70 million, wonder kid who came to score a tap in. They got like I don't even know. Like, okay, Saka, he's pretty decent, but you remember last time what happened when he faced Hoiberg? He absolutely showed them what it means to be a man. He just absolutely schooled the boy, just absolutely knocked him around like a pinhead. The whole time like a bobblehead. Like Saka was literally like he could literally get a Saka bobblehead when we faced him because that's what Hoiberg is doing to him. Just knocking him around left and right. Like the kid looked like he couldn't even play, bro. It was just like so, like we got like you're comparing Aubameyang to like Son, Kane, and Bale. Like we got two of the best duos in Europe, and you're talking about Aubameyang, who's probably scored more own goals this season. It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he scored that many own goals. We're going to nickname him Boomerang because he just keeps coming back. He keeps going back to their defense and scoring goals. You know what I mean? Look, they can't even grasp what the offside trap is. All we've done so far this season is clip them up and put clown music to their short form. Look. I understand. They have a red arse from being spanked by Burnley. They can't take it. They're sitting there wallowing self pity, crying to their mammy, like, Mammy, it's happening again. Please tell the big bad boys in Tottenham to stop winning. Yeah, no bother, son. There's no winners and losers in life. I'm going to write a letter to Daniel Levy, ask him to stop winning. I get it. You're crying, but it is what it is. We own London. It's that simple. We're going to come over. We're going to show you again come Sunday, and then we're going to bounce out of there. And after that, I want you coming on here, and I want an apology. I want you to apologise for being a spoiled little child, throwing your toys out the pram because you can't beat Burnley. You tell me it's only Palace, but it was only Burnley when we spanked them. So look, bring it on. I can't wait. But make sure that energy is here. Don't go hiding. Don't make Davy the big bad wolf, the Irish Hotspur, come and find you, because I will. I will find you. Don't go hiding. Make sure you're here when we slap you and enjoy it. I want you to sit here and enjoy it. What I might actually do is add you to the stream and put you up in the ball corner up here in the corner and make you watch the joy on our faces. That's what I should do with you. But anyway, we have Matthew Collins here with a super chat. Real Gooner, watch out in the North London derby. You're getting slapped. Yeah. Arsenal getting spanked. We all know who has the keys to London. Last thing before we sign off, Marcelo, what I want to say to you is Sanchez and Alvarez. Look, apart from the Benteke goal, the two of them didn't know who was picking up Benteke. Another good performance, and it's good going forward.
Yeah, no, I think they've looked good. I think it's good to finally have a consistent. I think it's finally good to have a consistent center back pairing, and I think it wasn't perfect today, but it did the job. And look, as far as Arteta in masterclass. Like is that even allowed to be like that's the biggest like oxymoron I've ever seen in my life. Like it's just is that like supposed to be like even allowed to be together in the same sentence? It's just I don't know. That's weird.
I'm giving celery agent comment to the day. Oh, it's tickled me. But we won't let him go alive. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Stop it, guys. You're going to get me in trouble. He'll get his mammy onto me. And we have Spanta and Samara, my man, the match. Reggie brings balance. Big missing Fulham.
yeah.
100%. And me and Marcelo spoke on that about after the Fulham game, saying it's a big difference having Ben Davies in there. Big up. Marcelo, is there anything else you'd like to chat about before we sign off here today?
No, no, no. I'm all set. I think I said all my pieces. Arsenal, mind the gap. It's gonna be 9 points by the end of next Sunday. Unfortunately for you, it's gonna be another AFTV breakdown meltdown. I'm gonna be enjoying it personally.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait. Honestly, playing Arsenal is one of the best days of my life because not only do you get to enjoy just beating them in general, but you also get to enjoy the meltdown that you see in social media. You just sit back, get a nice little coffee, and you just it's just so beautiful seeing them. Fall apart.
Stop. Look, what I say to them Gooners is look, it's way past your bedtime. It's about time Mammy turned off your internet, tucked you into bed, read you a little bedtime story. He says, get ready for Adjusto. Liked and subscribed. Good man. He likes the banter.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah. At least
fair
he
play,
liked and
fair
subscribed.
play.
Yeah, fair play,
Get
fair
ready
play.
for a lost though. No, it's definitely not happening. It's
Yeah,
definitely not happening. We have
unfortunately.
Matthew Collins here. He doesn't want us to go. We're saying we're ready to go, and he's like, no, stop it. Let's send him a super chat. Keep them on longer. Everyone else, thank him for keeping us longer. Big up, Matthew. He says, far Tottenham masterclass. Don't make me laugh. Josie masterclass. Chat after the next match. 100% Matthew. Big yourself up. I want to say a big up to everybody that was in the comment section there. It's been off the hook. All the views, it's been off the hook. We've been over 100 for most of the stream. Absolutely huge numbers for a small channel like mine. Great win today. Smashed Palace 4-1. We scored over 100 goals for a defensive team. Son and Kane have broke the record as the most prolific pair in the Premier League ever. It's been a great week. We dust ourselves down, we roll on, we move on to next week. I can't wait to smash them Gunners. Honestly, can't wait to spank them, send them back down crying to Mammy. They're going to be like that guy in Oliver Twist. Please, can I have some more? Because we're going to beat them that bad. They're going to be begging for more because they're going to want to see real football week in, week out. Joe, Marcelo, anything else you want to say before we sign off here?
No, thank you so much for the support, all the super chats. You guys are awesome, and great week, great weekend. Spurs didn't ruin it. And on to top four, on to Europa League. Let's smash the Croatians. Don't think we overlooked them quite yet. Let's go smash the Croatian team and win Europa. Let's go beat City. Let's give them Pep Guardiola a little footballing lesson. And yeah, on to the double and top four. Come on, you Spurs.
100%. And look, I really want to say, guys, and especially you guys put in the comment section, your appreciation for my man, Marcelo. The guy absolutely is committed to Tottenham. He's committed to the Irish Hotspur. He's committed to the Harris Army. I really do want to thank him for giving up his time. He works hard and he still finds time to come on and provide the energy he does. He's been great today. What's coming up next? Look, tomorrow I'll be putting out a Your Tottenham story. It's Anthony Costa, the guy that used to be in the Boy Band Blue. Look out for it. That's going to be a great Tell Me Your Spurs story. I think I'm hopefully going to get out that show with Marcelo some stage this week. Stay on everything that's Jose's fault. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping I will have We Are Tottenham TV on for and Marcelo on for the Arsenal preview. That's the plan. So it's a big week ahead, guys. But honestly, thank you so much to everybody tuning in. So much to the super chatters. So much for everybody in the comments. Everyone that smashed the like. If you haven't, you know what to do. Smash that like. In Jose we trust. Come on, you Spurs. It's time to eat some Eagles. Let's go.
Let's go.